Hey, what's up guys? Mario here. So in my previous videos I actually show how I built this whole CNC. I also did some small tests on some movements, but I needed to make some changes to it. One of the changes was this stepper motor. At really low speeds it created a chopping sound, but that's just how these steppers work. Instead, I actually got these closed loop steppers. Hopefully they move a little smoother than this one. The good thing about these ones is that it gives me some feedback. If something goes wrong, it will cause an error and it will stop the program. It will try to keep its position so it won't lose any steps, and if it does, it will stop the program again. So that's one good thing about these ones. Well, these ones don't do nothing like that. The other thing I needed to change was this Gecko G540 and UC100, because the limit switches that are on 3 axes are optical limit switches, so the trigger wouldn't work with that. So I end up making this controller box over here. It's made of a motion controller from CNC drive. Is the AXBB-E. It has 3 drivers for the 3 closed loop steppers from Steppers Online, and 3 power supplies that are powering up everything at the moment. If in case you're wondering how come I didn't record any videos or show you how I made all the connections on how to connect all these, is because I actually just follow the wiring diagram that is provided by CNC drive. So I think it was pretty much everything was very well explained. I did have to mess a little bit with the optical limit switches just because they were a little different, but I felt that I shouldn't make a big deal out of it since they already provide this type of information. I'm actually using Mach 3 right now just to make sure that all the CNC is actually working properly, but eventually I would like to switch to UC CNC drive, and maybe in the future I might do a video on compare if there is any difference between the 2 programs. The other thing I added to the CNC is this tool balancer over here. Before, when I will cut the power off from the steppers, the spindle will actually just drop and hit the table, and I didn't want to do nothing like that. So I end up putting this, and that keeps the spindle wherever I leave it, either at the top or bottom, it don't matter, and at the same time it's not too hard that the stepper cannot move it. The other thing I finished too is moving all the grease nipples from the linear rail blocks boss screw all the way to the front with some extensions I actually show you on my previous video. But what I gotta do next is work on the backing table. But once I install the backing table, I would like to maybe use this cable drag chain and attach it to the table, and using some of this rubber mat, put it across, and when the y-axis table moves back and forward, it might drop the chips to the front and back, or at least keep the chips away from the linear rails and boss screw. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna try to continue on the backing table next, and maybe hopefully once that is done, then I can do some cuts. Finally, I finished with the backing table. It actually took a little longer because the first time I actually turned the spindle on, it started to make a weird sound. I thought it was a bad bearing, but thankfully it just needed to be breaking. So the backing table is 1.5 inches thick of phenolic with grooves or channels at the bottom and 1/4 inch holes at the top with the vacuum hoses connected at the rear. I'm pretty much almost done with the CNC. I just need to do few minor things. One will be to put the BFD inside the controller box over here. I couldn't do it at the time because the power cord couldn't reach the outlet. Plus I needed the controllers over here to see if something goes wrong. I try to keep my eye on it. The other thing will be for me to keep playing with the speeds and acceleration to see how far I can take the machine without affecting cuts or something else. Soon I'm gonna need to disassemble the CNC for me to be able to move it to its new place. Then I'll have to put it back again together, recheck everything. While it's there, most likely I'm gonna try to do the epoxy granite base for it to give it a little more weight at the bottom. So this is it for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.